Welcome to tamsyfae's realm. My name is Nightbot. Tamsyfae will be arriving soon, but in the meantime I would like to introduce you to myself and to the channel. I will be your bot host in the chat. I maintain the list and provide other information. I will be arriving in the chat soon. If you have any questions that I am not programmed to answer, please ask Moonbeam or other moderators. Please don't join until the 55-minute mark, for example 6:55. I cannot add you to the list until this time. Tamsyfae does not do political, specific timing, medical, fertility, or legal questions that require a qualified professional. Tamsy only provides spiritual guidance. Now please have a seat, relax, and I will tell you about Tamsyfae's stream. How do you join the list? To join the list, type !join followed by your question. Please provide a question when you join, otherwise I will not be able to add you. If there is space in our free list you will be added when you join. If there is no space you will be seated in the lounge. When spots become available, people are randomly chosen from the lounge and placed on the free list. In other words, the lounge is a waiting list. Being placed in the lounge does not guarantee you will have a reading. Thank you for understanding. To check your position, type !position and you will either be given your position in the free list, told you are still in the lounge, or that you are not in either. Your position number will change, normally decreasing as Tamsy does her readings. However, your position may increase if there is a donation or someone requests a theme reading, as theme readings get advanced to the front of the free list. If you would like to leave the free list, please type !leave. If you miss your reading on the stream, type !timestamp or !timestamps to find out when your reading took place in the stream. You may skip the free list with a super chat or PayPal donation of a minimum of $3 plus Canadian. To keep things fair, Tamsy may limit how many times someone can use a super chat in a stream, but you are always welcome to book a private reading with Tamsy. You can book a private reading by email or through Tamsy's website. You can find the links on her about page or in the chat. While you are waiting for your reading, make yourself comfy and ask me, Nightbot, questions. Here is how to ask me questions. !magical, see how magical you are. !8 ball, for the magic 8 ball answer. !oracle for an oracle message. !fortune, to get a fortune. !horoscope, for today's horoscope. !card to draw a tarot card and get info about its meaning. !list to see who is on the free list and who is in the lounge. !position to get your current position. I will occasionally provide information about other services available in the chat. Tamsyfae is an intuitive mystic energy reader. Enjoy her fairy moon readings and more. Tamsy uses tarot cards to pick up your energy or the energies around your situation and connect with the spirits, fae, and the universe to bring out profound inner truths we dare not tell ourselves with love, kindness, and humor. The cards may bring up deep hidden emotions. Readings are never 100% accurate, and roles may be reversed. Take what is yours and leave the rest. Some energies or emotions may take time to settle. And here are some photos of Ms. Beastie, Mr. Lucky Pug, and Miss Floppy. Tamsy should be arriving soon.
Hi everyone, welcome. How's it going? Hi Butterfly. I did notice that it updated on our end as well. YouTube is weird sometimes. Spaghetti, hello, or I mean Blue. Hi, Blue. Hi, Dee. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hi, David. Hi, Philia. Welcome, everyone. Hi, Cat Goddess. Hi, Elephant. Hi, Hot Sun. Hello, Meditation, my baby. Hello, welcome. Hi, Space Cowboy. Hi, Ivy. Hello, everyone. Hi, BB. Hi, Danny. Welcome. Hi, Josh House. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hi, Gigi. Hi, Feza. Hello. Hi, Heaven. Hello, welcome. Hello, everyone. Hi, Kaylee. Hi, Matthew. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I have moon readings tonight. Hi, Love. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Dee Dee. I think I said that. I don't know. Hi, Pure Heart. Hi, Jasmine. Haven't seen you in a while. Hi, Neil. Hello. Welcome, everyone. Hi, Jenna. Hi, Hot Sun. Hi, hello. Welcome. It's moon readings, so it's a full moon, a full blood moon in Virgo. So this is that karmic energy, right? The full moon in Virgo with the added eclipse. I feel like this, well, the full moon in Virgo is karmic's way of telling us that we need to clear things up, clean things up a little bit. You know, it's that time of year, spring cleaning, but Moon has his own ideas of when it's time to clean. So that's what our spread is about. What's being um was being cleansed or realigned or corrected. The other one is what must be released and what needs to be recabulated. Recabulated, I think I'm saying that right. And what's becoming stronger or better during this moon phase. So, because the blood moon has the vampire cards for this one. Right. So theme readings go above regular free readings. Donation readings go above the theme readings. Also, I have a legal disclaimer and description. But if you end up in the lounge, Nightbot chooses people at a random. So Nightbot's not a real person. It's just a program that keeps track of the list for me. And the same program just takes people out of the lounge and puts them onto the free list. Hi Jennifer. Hi Sean. Hello everyone. If you're new here, welcome to join Elizabeth's exclamation mark join with no spaces in between, followed by your question. Yeah, so let's switch the screen so we can get started. Butterfly moon reading for Butterfly. What does Mama Moon have for Butterfly tonight? Let's see for Butterfly. What does Mama Moon have for Butterfly tonight? What's being corrected, realigned, or cleansed? What must be released? What needs to be recalibrated? And what's becoming stronger or better? Who came out there? What messages does Mama Moon have for Butterfly? What messages does Mama Moon have for Butterfly? You have a fiery climax is approaching, and it's an Aries card, so there could be Aries coming into your energy. So for the Page of Pentacles in the light, this is what's being corrected or realigned or right for you. The Page of Pentacles is a matter of like you finishing what you got started. If there's any loose ends, any projects that haven't been completed or things you have been left untouched for too long. It could be a conversation that you had with someone. It's also this energy of you being more patient, more practical in your energy, making sure that you are being devoted to your commitments and your responsibilities. So I feel like that is what's trying to help you to be more realigned or corrected in your energy. For the Ace of Wands in the dark, this is what must be released. So I don't know if this release energy is like being focused on a lack of motivation that needs to be released, or any creative blocks, or any impulse buys perhaps. I don't know, but one of those things need to be released. Maybe it's just a matter of having that creative block, or just a matter of letting go of someone who's no longer serving you, doesn't really spark your interest anymore anyways. For the Hangman and the Light, this one is what needs to be recalculated. So maybe it's just a matter of shifting your perspective in one way or another. For the Hangman too, I just feel like there's this energy of, again, with the patience and kind of like seeing things differently, or just being able to stop before you take action to make sure that you're still in the right place. Maybe it's just a matter of knowing um what old patterns are no longer serving you anymore, and which patterns you want to recalibrate in one way or another. And then for what's growing stronger or better, seems to be the King of Wands and the Nine of Cups. Not sure why they're in the dark. Maybe they will turn into a light for you. Maybe the King of Wands will be a little bit more romantic. Maybe they will eventually re-spark that spark with you. The Nine of Cups, trying to focus on things. Maybe when you complete things, that things will get better. To turn the Nine of Cups back into the light, making those dreams or desires come true. You have a fiery climax approaching with this card. So it says there's a tug of war going on between what you want and what they want. So I don't know if that is what's going on here with the King of Wands and the Nine of Cups. Whatever that is, it says being assertive is good, but ignoring someone's opinions or feelings is not good. Emotions are running high. So you're welcome, butterfly. Matthew, moon reading for butterfly. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give butterfly a message? What does Mama Moon want Matthew to know? I think I said that so wrong. Oh man. I try that again. For Matthew. Moonbeam says yes. And for Matthew, is there any... No. You're trying to do it wrong again. Is there any messages from Mama Moon for Matthew? Is there any messages from Mama Moon to Matthew? Matthew, I don't know what it is, but your energy doesn't want to come through. For Matthew's energy, what is being corrected or realigned? What messages does Mama Moon have for Matthew? What is being corrected, realigned, or cleansed for Matthew? Ooh, your strength. What must be released? What needs to be recalibrated? What needs to be done? We'll go with that one. Oh my gosh, there's way too many there. What needs to be recalculated? What's becoming stronger or better? What messages does the moon have for Matthew? Hold your vision. So for the strength card, I feel like this is what needs to be corrected, realigned, or cleansed. So I don't know if this is a matter of boosting your ego, giving yourself a boost of confidence, trying to listen or focus more on your inner animal instincts and try to make them roar a little louder, or whatever that is for you, right? It's a matter of figuring out if you can stay calm under pressure, find that courage within yourself to keep on going, right? Maybe a matter of taking bigger steps moving forward. There is a Six of Pentacles in the dark. So this must be released. So Six of Pentacles in the dark, I feel like it's just a matter of releasing clinging to comfort and figure out how to move forward. Even though you have to leave someone or something behind, you have to release them to keep moving forward. Because with the Six of Pentacles in the dark, I feel like it's a matter of, is there any strings attached to that you don't want to carry with you? Will it create you some sort of debt, or what's going on with that? It's kind of moving past that so that, release that so you can keep moving forward. For the Page of Cups in the dark, this is what needs to be recalibrated one way or another. So for the Page of Cups in the dark, I know it's a matter of stop waiting to hear from someone, because I feel like they're not going to right now in this current moon phase. It could be just a matter of seeing what's going on. Someone's just fishing for attention but not really wanting your attention or doesn't deserve your attention. Maybe it's your time to figure out how to change that up a little bit. You have the Empress in the dark here. So I feel like it's a matter of making sure that you're giving yourself some self-care. So self-care, focusing on yourself, maybe what's going to be a little bit stronger for you, because I feel like there may be some new opportunities that are in reach if you just look in the right direction. It's kind of not involving yourself in any sort of drama or anything that may be holding you back. And then Mama Moon says, hold your vision. Yes, say the word a lot and see how it feels to have a yes day. A personal or professional relationship will be long lasting, so avoid stagnation. Someone may need to back down. So I don't know if that has to do with anything here with the Six of Pentacles, but you know, staying in power, having faith or patience are needed right now as well. So that's what I got. Koala. Theme reading for Koala. Let's see for Koala. Is there any spirit guide? Not spirit. I'm doing it wrong again. Koala. What is messages does Mama Moon have for Koala? What messages does Mama Moon have for Koala? Let's see. What messages does Mama Moon have for Koala? What needs to be recalibrated? Let's see what is going to become stronger for Koala. Oh man. What messages does Mama Moon have for Koala? There you go. This is a Capricorn card, so there could be a Capricorn coming into your energy. So for the Justice, this is what's going to be corrected, realigned, or cleansed for you. I feel like it's a matter of figuring out what your balance is. Stand by your word, being fair in your decisions, speaking your truth, being honest and open. Excuse me. You have the Hermit card here as well, so this is about what must be released. So, are you spending too much time in your mind and not enough time in your heart? Or spending too much time in your mind and that's creating some sort of blocks or hesitation or fears to take a leap forward? And seeing what this Mama Moon has for you, right? This moon phase is supposed to be about clearing too. So it could be just a matter of what's in your home, the Hermit card, that could be cleared out as well. For the King of Cups in the dark, this is what needs to be recalibrated. So it could be just a matter of distancing yourself from this person if they're not serving you anymore. You love dragons? Oh yeah, it is a dragon pulling the chariot. um, yeah. I love this deck. I think it's so pretty. um, for the King of Cups too, I just feel like there's this energy of figuring out what your mood is, what's triggering you, and how you're gonna move past it. So for the Nine of Swords, this is what's supposed to be stronger or better for you. So I'm guessing you know, maybe having better sleep if you've been in trouble sleeping, or just better mood, better energy, better focus on not being so stressed or anxious about things, and just letting some of that go, I feel like will be better for you. And this one says plans will go well. One says you need to be more disciplined to reach your goals. So maybe out of your head and start taking action instead. Hard work will pay off, but don't be controlling and avoid anyone who is controlling. So that could be a little bit of the King of Cups in the dark too. You know, a little bit of uh Scorpio energy maybe coming through there, but that is what I got. Hey, welcome, Koala. Beza, theme reading. Yes, I heard that it is probably from the blood moon eclipse. I don't doubt that at all. A lot of people were saying that today, that, you know, a lot of women start their periods and stuff on the full blood moon eclipse. So yes, there's no doubt on that. For Phasa, what does Mama Moon have for Phasa? What does Mama Moon have for Phasa? Let's see. What does Mama Moon want Phasa to know right now? What does Mama Moon want Phasa to know right now? Oops, that came out weird. So surrender to the divine. So there you go. Just surrender to Mama Moon, the divine. You'll be great. So for the King of Pentacles and the Light, so what needs to be corrected, realigned, or cleansed seems to be your focus. I don't know if your focus needs a little bit more tidying up or what, but I feel the sense of being more ambitious, more proactive, more reliable in your energy seems to be what is needed. So I don't know if it's a matter of clearing out any motivation, or, you know, try to find that spark somewhere. You have the Knight of Wands in a light, so this is what needs to be released. So I don't know if the Knight of Wands is like having too much of an ego in one direction than the other, not having that equal balance, or if it's a matter of, you know, having trouble with being overcommitted, like having so much things to do that you are spreading yourself too thin and you can't manage to keep all of your commitments. So maybe it's a matter of figuring out your scheduling, clearing out your scheduling to see what works, gives you a better flow with moving forward. Through this moon phase, you have the Knight of Pentacles in the dark. So this is what needs to be recalculated. So for that one, it's kind of like the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is, you know, I don't know if you need to, if it's because you're stubborn or possessive of things. You know, I'm very possessive, so no judgment there. um, you know, just kind of sort of sorting out that energy, and, you know, just if there's any loose ends that you need to finish, make sure you're finished or you follow through with what's going on there to boost your sense of stability. You have the Queen of Pentacles, so what things are going to be better for you? The Queen of Pentacles, I feel like things are going to be improving is probably like your business sense, taking care of business, being more resourceful, more organized, more disciplined in your energy, right? The Moon says, time to let go of the past and move on. Getting the answers you need seems to be coming through, that you're going to be getting the answers you need. A wish may be coming true as well, so that's a blessing, right? There could be a sense of madness in the air, right? Full blood moon, eclipse thing going on, you know. The cramp situation, maybe that's where that's coming from. It says, breathe deep and stay calm. You may need to forgive someone to release the right negative energy from you. So it's kind of like a make it or break it time for you. So yeah, just surrender to divine. Do what Mama Moon wants right now. That's really cool. Hi Mia. Hello, welcome. Gold Heart. Being reading for Gold Heart. What does Mama Moon want Gold Heart to know right now? What does Mama Moon want Gold Heart to know right now? With this blood mood energy. Let's see what Mama Moon has for Gold Heart. What messages does Blood Moon have for Gold Heart? Nothing will come of this situation. I want to say nothing yet is set in stone. So I don't know if that has a meaning for you as well, but for the Knight of Swords, I feel this energy, what needs to be cleansed, corrected, or realigned seems to be your focus, your ambition. What are your strategic moves moving forward, right? I feel this sense of making bold moves and moving faster, picking up pace in one direction or another. So I don't know if it's a matter of clearing your space so that you can move or be more productive in one direction than the other. I don't know, but you have the Two of Wands in the dark, so what needs to be released? So I don't know if it's a matter of like releasing one of these options, then you don't have to decide, right? Can't decide, just eliminate one, and whatever one's left over is the one you go with. The Two of Wands in the dark, I just feel like there's a sense of being indecisive, trying to play it safe, and fearing the unknown. So I feel like it's just a matter of being bold, like the Knight of Swords is telling you, choose what you want to do and go with that. Knight of Swords in the dark. So this is what needs to be recalculated. So I don't know if it's a matter of releasing any stresses and worries and just focusing on the positive side of things. Sometimes it's hard, but there's always something positive to focus on, right? Sometimes it's hard, but there is. The Knight of Swords in the dark, I just feel like it's a matter of facing your fears, figuring out whatever problems that need solving. Maybe it's a matter of asking for some support or guidance in one way or another. You have the King of Cups and a Light. So this is what's going to be improving. So I don't know if the King of Cups is someone's energy who's coming towards you in love or friendship or collaboration. I don't know what it is, but it's going to be improving whatever this is. I feel like this person is going to be kinder, more patient, more sensible or stable in their energy during this moon phase. But Mama Moon says nothing will come of the situation. It says trust the universe. A chance of something may be diminishing right now. Surrender to the divine. Something better may be around the corner for you. Believe that you will get what you need and take time to meditate and contemplate. So there's that. Dee Moon reading for Dee. What does Mama Moon have for Dee tonight? What does Mama Moon have for Dee tonight? The Ace of Wands, the Tower. Of course, the Tower, right? Dee. Oh my goodness. We need to get better cards for Dee. Let's see. What does Mama Moon want Dee to know right now? This wants to come out. I guess two wants to come out. Not gonna fight Mama Moon. So for you, the Ace of Wands, what needs to be cleansed or corrected or realigned seems to be your Ace of Wands, right? I don't know if you have to realign yourself with finding that new spark, that new venture, that new project, that new fresh inspiration of something. Just kind of like get creative, be spontaneous with your creativity, and see what kind of things you can manifest with that, right? What needs to be released is tower energy, right? You don't need the tower energy. You know, take out the hose and hose down the fire, and there you go. Right? I feel this energy with the tower is just kind of like, if your tower is burnt down to the ground, the only thing you can do is rebuild it. Start from the bottom, one step at a time, and rebuild what you want to manifest from yourself. For the King of Wands is in the dark. I feel like this one is about, what needs to be recalculated right now. So for the King of Wands, I feel like there's this energy of, figuring out what your focus is, what you're committed to, making sure you're not overcommitted, or promising more than you can deliver kind of thing. I also feel this energy of like, watching where your ego is. Maybe it's a matter of boosting your ego a little bit more rather than staying quiet for some reason. What's going to benefit you or What's gonna get stronger or better for you is your confidence, right? The Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is very flirty, very confident, very bold in their energy, right? She has big ideas, big inspiration, lots of creativity, a lot of romance, a lot of playfulness in her energy. So that seems to be coming through. Then Mama Moon has two messages for you. This is a Pisces card. There could be a Pisces coming in your energy. It says meditate and contemplate. It says the time to surrender to the divine. Use your feelings to guide you. So listen to your intuition, your instincts. Face your fears. They may be holding you back. The situation is being healed. So avoid being deceptive or willingly deceived right now. You also have the Aries card, so there could be Aries in your energy. It says it's time to take action, right? That's what we were saying here too. You need a 12-month plan, so I don't know if you already have a 12-month plan or if it's a 6-month plan. I know sometimes they say to start smaller, like 3 months, and then go from there. I don't know. But it says, don't think about giving up. Avoid being brass right now. A new male is coming into your life, so maybe some sexy times ahead. I don't know. Don't go too fast and forget your manners. That is what I got. Danny, theme reading for Danny. What does Mama Moon have for Danny tonight? What does Mama Moon want Danny to know? What does Mama Moon want Danny to know? Oops. Let's see. What does Danny need to know from Mama Moon? Nothing's gonna come of the situation. So you have the Four of Cups in the dark. This is what needs to be corrected, realigned, or cleansed. It seems to be the Four of Cups is kind of breaking out of that funk kind of thing, right? Just kind of like letting go of any yucky feeling or any negativity or anything that's bringing you down instead of raising your vibrations. Because I feel this energy of having some new thoughts, new ideas, new inspirations, just feeling more connected with your heart and your soul and where it's leading you moving forward. So if there's anything that's blocking that, I feel like it's time to clean that up. For the Queen of Swords is in the dark. What must be released right now seems to be anyone who's toxic in your energy, maybe someone who's overbearing or too much in your business and doesn't have any business to be in your business kind of thing. Because I just feel like with the Queen of Swords is someone who may be bitter, maybe, controlling or has a sharp tongue and just kind of like going off on you for no reason. Maybe need to release on them. There is a Hierophant in the dark. So this is what needs to be recalibrated right now. Seems to be, breaking the rules, bring out that bad side of Danny a little bit. That more wild side of you. I don't know. Being more adventurous and more risk taker, maybe. I don't know. It's kind of like getting outside your comfort zone a little bit or changing things up. Maybe it's just a matter of changing up your schedule. Be a little bit more spontaneous with that. Breakfast for dinner kind of thing. But for the Ace of Swords and the Light, this is what's getting better for you. So new beginnings, new breakthroughs, new ideas, new sense of clarity, having a fresh start of something, a new beginning of some sorts. I don't know, but you have the Ace of Swords, right? Anything's possible. It's a matter of clearing that focus, being more optimistic, open up with clear communication. And then it says nothing will come of the situation. So it says trust the universe, trust Mom Moon she's guiding you. The chances of something are diminishing. Surrender to the divine. Something better may be around the corner for you. Believe that you will get it. You'll get what you need. You just gotta believe in it. Take time to meditate and contemplate. So there's that. Cat goddess. Let's see. What does Mama Moon have for cat goddess? What does Mama Moon have for cat goddess tonight? Let's see. What does Mama Moon have for cat goddess tonight? What does cat goddess need to hear tonight? Oops. A Taurus card. There may be a Taurus coming into your energy. So for so for the Eight of Wands, in the dark, I feel like there's this energy of I just feel like there's this energy of this is what needs to be clean, corrected, or aligned. But it's kind of like trying to figure out what's slowing you down, like what's blocking your motivation, what's holding you back, kind of thing. Because I feel like with the Eight of Wands in the dark, it's kind of like there's been some delays, some slow progress, lack of movement. So I don't know if it's just a matter of finding that energy, finding that spark to get moving again. Focus on what gives you passion, what gets you go excited about something again, and go after that. You have the Hangman in the dark. So I don't know if it's a matter of shifting your perspective or trying to figure out what you're willing to let go of and not needing to hold on to it so tight. It could be just a matter of breaking some old patterns or creating new patterns. I don't know. Or maybe it's a matter if you've already tried new patterns, going back to the old ones if they worked better for you. However that resonates with you, you need to figure out what you need to release and what you need to focus on moving forward. For the Nine of Swords in the dark, I feel like a lot of people are getting the Nine of Swords in the dark, right? Oh, this is what needs to be recalculated. So this is like what's stressing you out, what's causing some anxiousness, what's making you not be able to sleep well at night, or whatever that is. Maybe it's a matter of, no horror movies before bed so you can sleep better. I don't know. But for the Nine of Swords, it's kind of like what needs to be recalculated with that. So I don't know if you've been haunted by your thoughts or whatever it is. I feel like it's time to face those fears, solve whatever problems that may be lingering in your energy. Then you also have the Page of Cups. So what's going to be better? I feel like it's going to be more communication, more connections. I don't know if there's a new romantic person coming into your energy or what that is about. But I feel like this is an energy of being a little more playful in your energy, focusing on your passions, opening up your heart a little bit more to someone else as well. The Mama Moon says, prosperity lies ahead for you. So get or give a massage, healthy body, healthy mind right now. Take time to pamper yourself, a sign of a new relationship or sex. You have two. You have two cards. In a relationship and sex, your times lay ahead. Getting clear on what you value most will help you find peace. So there's that. That is a fun energy. Hi, Sarah. Thank you so much for your donation. Thank you. For Sarah, thank you for your donation. Hi, can you tell me why Sanchez, am I saying that right? Looking at me the way he was looking at me a minute ago. Let's see. For Sarah, is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Sarah a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, or fae that want to come and give Sarah a message? Why was Sanchez looking at Sarah the way that he was looking at her a minute ago? There's a King of Swords in the dark. Whatever he was doing, he wasn't very confident in himself. The King of Swords is in the dark. I feel like there's this energy of I don't know if they're having struggling with their thoughts, like trying to match up what's on their mind or what they see to versus how they're feeling. Because I feel like they're a little bit irrational with their thoughts or their feelings. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. So I feel like they're just waiting around, trying to figure you out, or trying to figure out what their next moves are towards you moving forward. I feel like they do see you as the Empress, even though they may be in denial about it. I feel like they see you as um maybe doing too much for doing too much for other people and not enough for yourself, and they think that you need some more pampering or more attention than what you're currently getting. There is a Nine of Swords, so I feel like they have in the past spent all night thinking about you, trying to figure out what their thoughts are, what their heart is telling them. because there's the Magician. So there's obviously chemistry between the two of you, one way or another. The Nine of Wands, I feel like it's a lack of confidence. We can clarify on this. Why is the Nine of Wands in the dark? Why is the Nine of Wands in the dark? It's Seven of Cups, contemplating on how he's feeling, right? The Two of Cups coming through. So the Two of Cups is like soulmate energy, even though they may be in denial about it or they're unsure about it because it's in the dark. You're not really putting a lot of focus into it, but they're thinking about it. They're trying to figure out what is what. So I do feel like there's some sort of tension between the two of you in like some sort of romantic way. But yeah. Is there anything you want me to clarify on? I'm not sure if this is a romantic relationship or not, or if it's has potential to be, but it seems to be leaning in a loving relationship. If it's not already. Because the Seven of Cups in the dark is kind of having some clarity, trying to regain their focus, trying to figure out what's the best options forward. But that is what I got. Meditation. Theme reading for meditation. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give meditation a message? No, I'm doing that all wrong. What does Mama Moon want meditation to know right now? What does Mama Moon want meditation to know right now? What does Mama Moon want meditation to know right now? What's being cleared or realigned or cleansed for meditation? Ooh, the Two of Cups. What must be released for meditation? Let's see. What does Mama Moon want to tell meditation? What does Mama Moon want to tell meditation? This seems to be what wants to come out. So you have the Two of Cups and aligned. So this is what needs to be cleansed or corrected or realigned. So I don't know if you have to realign a relationship or a partnership, whatever that is for you. Moving Cupid Sarah back up. I guess she's lagging. I didn't realize. After I'm done meditation. Maybe we'll put you up after this reading. I didn't realize you were lagging so much. For the Two of Cups and Light, I do feel like there's this energy of realigning or correcting or cleaning up some sort of relationship or partnership that's going on, because I feel like there is a vibe there. It's just trying to figure out what the mixed match energy is, or what could possibly be the imbalance if there is one. Just because this is a placement, right? But I do feel like there is a loving, caring, compassionate connection that's going on there. For the Four of Swords in the dark, this is what must be released. So I feel like it's releasing working too hard and not taking enough time for yourself, not taking enough time to relax, like really relax. Even though you feel like you're taking a self care day, if you're like taking a self care day and you're like rushing around cleaning or stressing or worrying, you're not really relaxing. So I feel like you need like good relaxing days. Releasing any of that, avoiding that, because I feel like you want to avoid a burnout. You want to avoid a situation that may force you to take a rest instead of doing it willingly. You have the Devil card here, so I feel like what needs to be recalculated is what is restricting you from moving forward. Like, what are you hanging on to that is no longer serving you, right? It's kind of like releasing that toxic energy and doing a self cleanse of some sort or meditation. Just clear your mind, clear your soul seems to be what's needed there with that. And what's going to get better is your Six of Cups. I know it's getting better with your healing from the past or um whatever past energy may be brewing that's not positive. I feel like it's going to be better in a positive way. I don't know if it's a matter of having better connections with the people that you've had in your past that may grow a little stronger. Then Mama Moon says it's time to give rather than take. This is a Virgo card, so there is a full Virgo moon tonight. says recommit to a healthy morning or evening ritual, a routine, whatever that is for you. Be a service to others, and love and money will follow you. If a situation is blocked at the moment, you can always be, you could be overanalyzing. Gradual improvements are coming. Pay attention to details if you want success. So it's a time to give rather than take. That is what I got. Sarah, I'm sorry about that. Do you see him as a long journey love interest? I would say yes, or I feel like he's more curious. Let's see what the cards have to say. So, like another card wanted to come through, but let's see what the cards have to say. For Sarah, would they be a long-term love interest? Would they be interested as a long-term love interest? Any spirit guide, answers, or fae? That just does not want to work out. Maybe these cards want to be used instead. We'll try. For Sarah, is there any spirit guides, ancestors, and or fae that want to give Sarah a message? Do they want to be a long journey love interest for Sarah? Could they be a long journey love interest for Sarah? I feel like they're just trying to figure that out. I'm not saying that they're not possible or they're not interested. I feel like they are interested. They're very interested. But I feel like they haven't decided what exactly the connection is between the two of you. Like in the past reading, it kind of seemed like it was a little bit of a spiritual connection. So I don't know if it's a matter of like the two of you knowing each other from a past life or a past situation or what that was that kind of drawn in that connection. But for the Queen of Cups, I feel like they're very interested in knowing where your heart is. Like, how can they get closer to you with love and compassion? But they're a little bit hesitant. It's in the dark, so they're not quite sure. The Two of Wands, there's two paths they can choose from to move towards you, and they're not sure if they should move towards you in friendship first or in love, or what's the deal there. The Three of Wands are not quite sure how your work schedules align with each other, or how both of your lives realign to each other, because I feel like they're worried that there may be some different values or beliefs that, like, I feel like they feel like there's a need of a lot more conversations to have to see where this could possibly be going. But yeah, Nine of Swords, I spend all night thinking about you. Like a lot of time thinking about you. I feel like they get distracted from thinking about you of what they're supposed to be doing right now. The Four of Swords is in the dark. Yeah, I feel like I'm not quite sure if they feel like they're in a tough situation to put themselves in a romantic relationship or what the hesitation is. But yeah, it does seem to be like a conversation that's not needs to be had here. Um if they have this conversation, would they move forward with Sarah? If they have this conversation, would they move forward with Sarah? The tower is no, so I'm not quite sure if they just need more time, but because there does seem to be chemistry between the two of you, it's just a matter of allowing him to figure it out. So I don't know if it's a matter of you giving little more obvious hints that you are interested that he can pick up on, but that's what I got. Theme reading for Jazz. Let's see for Jazz. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come in Jazz? I'm not gonna totally did that wrong again. For Jazz. What does Mama Moon have for Jazz tonight? What does Mama Moon have for Jazz tonight? What does Mama Moon have for Jazz tonight? What messages does Mama Moon have for Jazz? Okay, so for the Page of Cups, this is what needs to be cleansed, corrected, realigned, And I feel like it's your communication with how you're expressing your emotions, your feelings, your desires, right? I just feel the sense of you aligning them more with what you want to attract towards you. Um, yeah, I'm reading you, Jazz. Is that how you say your name? Jazz? Jas? Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Um, I'm reading for you though. Uh, yeah, so I just feel like this is what needs to be realigned. Just trying to make sure that you are putting out your heart where you want your heart to be. You have the Two of Wands and the Light. So I feel like this one is what needs to be released. So maybe it's releasing being indecisive or fearful with making that choice or decision. Because I feel like whatever path you choose, you're going to be guided by Mama Moon. Right? I feel the sense of what the universe's energy is kind of like trying to guide you. So it's just a matter of you choosing one, going with it, see how it feels, you know? Don't like it turn around and go back the other way, right? I don't know. You have the strength card here. So this is what must be recalibrated right now. So I don't know if it's a matter of boosting your strength or, adjusting your ego a little bit to see how it fits in with the current energy to move forward. You have the Queen of Wands in the dark. This is supposed to be what's going to be improving, what's getting stronger. I read the cards to light to you, to dark to me. So these are all in the light, and the one in the dark is the Queen of Wands. She is in reverse, but she's in the position of what's becoming stronger or better. So I'm reading it as you need to boost a little bit of your vibrant, sexy energy that you have, and kind of like lead with more resilience, lead with more that sort of thing. Yeah, like boosting your confidence. Yeah, that's what seems to be coming through here. Making a decision, seeing where your heart lies, making sure your heart is aligned with your actions, your motion, your motives, and how you want to improve yourself moving forward. And then you have a Leo card here. So, a Leo card is telling you confidence is your key to success. It says, remember to be proud of who you are. Good news, or a new start for you is coming soon. Make time for fun. Shine your light and have some pride. You've turned someone's head. Spoil yourself. You've earned it. That is what I got. Nail, hello. What's coming to Nail this year in career or relationship? Is there a marriage for Nail this year? New job. Let's see what's coming towards Nail in career. What's coming towards Nail in career? Journey Spirit Guides, Answer to James or Faye. What's coming towards Nail in career? What's coming towards Nail in a relationship? For your career, you have the moon. So I feel like you're a little bit unsure where your career energy is right now or what kind of things you want to move forward with in career. Because I feel like right now it's kind of more wishful thinking than realistic plans forward, it seems, just because it's the moon card, right? I feel like it's a matter of figuring out what your next steps are, because things may not be quite as it appears. So something may not look as good as it is, or something may look, better than what it really is. Kind of like trying to find that energy in between. You have the King of Cups here, so this could be love trying to come through as well, right? The King of Cups wears her heart on their sleeve kind of thing. So there could be a little bit of work romance going on. But the King of Cups is kind of like leading your career with kindness and compassion. Excuse me. Excuse me. And like being more patient with what you have going on for your career. Um, for love, there's the Ten of Cups in the dark. So between the King of Cups and the Ten of Cups, it seems to me like there is love that wants to come through. I don't know if this Ten of Cups in the Dark is indicating that there's a past lover that wants to come through into your love life now. I don't know if it's a matter of resolving some sort of conflict the two of you have had in the past. Or the Five Wands is like showing that there is competition to boosting your career. But that's what I got. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I feel like for your career, it's kind of like you working on your career and trying to figure out which path is best for you. There does seem to be a relationship coming. What am I doing? I'm doing moon readings tonight, Bernard. Hello, March for hello. What does hello need to know about March? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? What does hello need to know for March? Oh, there's some things I want to come out here. So for the King of Pentacles in the dark, I feel like there's this energy of sorry about that. Excuse me. For the King of Pentacles for March, I feel like your theme is kind of like focusing on yourself, focusing on the financial decisions that you're making moving forward throughout March. Figuring out what energies you're going to gamble on, like which energy is worth your time and efforts and which one is not, and how you're going to move forward with that. You have the Ace of Wands and a Light. So I don't know if that's going to be your challenge to spark that sense of creativity, spark of passion and love, or if it's just a matter of, going on a new venture, creating a new project for yourself, or what that is. But it does seem to come with being inspired and creative and enthusiastic about it as well. What's manifesting is the Eight of Swords. So I feel like it's a matter of like, what can you tie yourself down to? So I don't know if that's a relationship or career or some sort of commitment that you feel like you can stick to long term. It also comes with the Queen of Cups. So I feel like it's a matter of showing yourself some kindness and compassion, taking care of yourself, putting more energy towards yourself, your goals, your desires, rather than putting yourself out there to everyone else. Then for the Two of Swords here, I feel like by the end of March, you're going to be faced with some difficult decision of some sorts, where I feel like you're going to have to like weigh your options, figure out figure out what you want to manifest for April, what direction you want to move into in April, and release anything that is no longer serving you by the time March is over. You have the Devil in the Dark, so I feel like, the Devil in the Dark is saying the same thing. Release your chains, release anything that may be holding you back from having full potential and doing what you want to do moving forward, right? I feel like this is kind of like pushing you towards a career, but it could be in anything. Yeah, clear your mind, make some decisions, spark some new creativity, have some compassion towards yourself. Sometimes we're our own worst enemies, right? Alice, general reading for Alice. What does Alice need to know right now? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? What does Alice need to know right now? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? What does Alice need to know right now? Ooh, you have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands, right? So it's kind of like quick, fast-paced action is going to be coming for you. I feel that for you. I just feel the sense of, focus on what keeps you moving, right? I feel there's going to be some sort of change. There's going to be some motion, some excitement, some action taking place. You have the Queen of Pentacles in the light too, so I feel like it's a matter of you grounding yourself, being realistic with your focus and your expectations moving forward. I feel the sense of you boosting your career or good business sense or whatever that is for you. As I feel the sense of you also boosting your confidence, being more organized, more resourceful in your energy. Excuse me. You have the Four of Swords in the light. So I feel like there's also this energy of making sure that you do take your rest, do take your break, If you need to have 5 minutes, you take your 5 minutes, right? You don't want to go through a burnout. Excuse me. Then for the Sun in the Dark, I feel like there's this energy of looking for success. You may be looking for success in unexpected areas. You have the Nine of Swords too, so we'll clarify that. Excuse me, sorry about that. What does Alice need to know about the Nine of Swords? You have the Seven of Pentacles in light. I feel like there's this energy of planting your seed and seeing how it grows, right? What do you have to nurture? What you need to tend to? What kind of place you want to put your focus in? I feel like this is more like you developing your skills and like perfecting your career path. I don't know if it's like trying to push you into a different direction than where you're headed or what it is. Because the Queen of Swords, like boosting that ego, being more focused on yourself, but also, trying to figure out not letting anyone tell you what to do kind of thing either. So that's what I got. Hopefully that made some sense. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Sean, how will my birthday weekend go? Ooh, happy birthday, Sean. Let's see for Sean. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? I'll come and give Sean a message. How will Sean's birthday weekend go? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? I'll come and give Sean a message. Oops. There's cards from another deck here. Let's see for Sean. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Sean a message? What does Sean need to know about her birthday weekend? That is exciting. Happy birthday if you missed it. All right. So for the Emperor in the Dark, yeah, I feel like, maybe it's a matter of letting others take the control, right? If it's your birthday, let other people do things for you. You don't have to take care of your own day kind of thing. I don't know what that is for you. It would just a matter of not letting anyone get to you one way or another. Try to stay positive. You have the Two of Wands. You may have some decisions to make on your birthday as well. I don't know if it's plans or decisions or what the deal is. But the Two of Wands is kind of like making a choice of what your plans are, what you're contemplating on, where your energy is flowing, and trying to figure out what is what. You have the Queen of Wands in the dark. I don't know what's going on here, but don't let the Emperor make your queen go in the dark, right? I feel like it's a matter of knowing you're that sexy, vibrant being, right? You can lead with resilience and magnetic confidence. You don't need anyone to, drive you crazy, cause you to have a hot temper or anything like that. Avoid the drama is what I'm saying. Before the moon is in the light. So I don't know if that means you're gonna be partying all night long or what, right? Whatever it is, trust your subconscious mind, trust your instincts, trust your intuition of how things are gonna play out for you. Yeah, the Five of Wands. I feel like there could possibly be a conflict with someone with this Emperor here. I'm trying to make this Emperor seem a little softer than he is, but it's just not happening. Let's see what's going on with this Emperor here. I don't know if he's gonna go on a power trip or what. What's going on with this Emperor here? What's with the Five of Wands conflict? Oh man. I don't know if someone's just not going to get along with is coming through because the Three of Pentacles in the dark. I just feel there might be some friction or lack of cooperation. I don't know. Ace of Cups is in the dark too. I don't know if someone's holding back on their feelings. Then all of a sudden at the party or on your birthday, they may just, pour it all out. Wrong time, wrong place, wrong day kind of thing. I don't know. That's what I got. I feel like it's really important to focus on yourself, being positive, making that decision of what you want to do. Trusting your instincts on that one seems to be the strongest energy. I'll pull a Mama Moon card for you because it's your birthday. What does Mama Moon want to say to Sean on her birthday? You're good enough, right? It's a Virgo card. It's a Virgo full moon, so that is tonight, full moon Virgo. So you're good enough. It says an apology may be in order. Looks like it for sure. Find the balance between the cosmic and the mundane in your life. Worrying too much is going to attract more worry, so stop worrying. Stop second guessing yourself. Raise your karma by doing something for someone else. So that is what I got. Jay, hello. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Jay, moon reading for Jay. Yes. What does Mama Moon have for Jay tonight? What does Mama Moon have for Jay? Ooh. So for the Five of Pentacles in the dark, I feel like what needs to be corrected or cleansed or realigned for you seems to be making amends with either your finances or someone who's giving you a hard time, maybe someone who's neglected you or you neglected them. I'm not quite sure how this is going out for you, but I just feel like it's kind of like cleansing where your focus is at and what you want to grow from it. Because with the Five of Pentacles, it's kind of like making those positive changes, um, kind of like figuring out what you need to, what your next steps are, right? I feel like it's adapting to your situation, focusing on yourself, getting your bills paid, or whatever that is for you, moving forward. You have the King of Swords and the Light. This is what needs to be released. So I don't know if it's a matter of releasing some sort of sense of control, because I just feel the sense of being more strategic in your energy, raising your standards for yourself, um, and also being mindful that you're not misusing your power or anything like that either. For the Ten of Pentacles in the dark, this is what needs to be recalculated right now. So I don't know if it's a matter of like, lowering your ego a little bit or what's going on with that. Ten of Pentacles in the dark. I don't know if it's a matter of like chasing a dream instead of putting the work into it, or if it's like chasing fantasy instead of reality. I'm not quite sure. I feel like that's not really aligning with you all that much, so I'm not quite sure what that is. What does my moon have to say for Jay? It says time for action. So this is an Aries card, so it could be an Aries coming into your energy. It says you need a 12-month plan. Don't think about giving up. Avoid being brass right now. I don't know if that's what's going on with the King of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. It says someone new may be coming into your energy. Don't go too fast and forget your manners. So it's going to be time to take action. You have the King of Cups. So this is what's supposed to be improving for you. So what's improving for you seems to be your charm, your patience, your passion, your spirituality. Maybe a matter of building more on your leadership skills with kindness and compassion. I also feel this energy of you getting more recognition or more admiration for your work and your efforts. So that seems to be a good energy. I'm just going to clarify again, what is the Ten of Pentacles in the dark? What needs to be recalculated for Jay with the Ten of Pentacles in the dark? Because I don't know if it's just a matter of some drama, some financial delay, or just not feeling included. King of Swords. King of Swords in the light twice. The King of Swords in the light is, be strategic with your energy, mind over heart kind of thing. Not putting your emotions into the mix of your decisions moving forward. Kind of figuring out what your standards are, how you can be more active in your energy, how you're going to be more self-disciplined, more strategic, more honest with yourself and your expectations. But that is what I got. Excuse me. Jennifer, what is Dion's current feelings for Jennifer? Nine spirits, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae. What are Dion's current feelings for Jennifer right now? This one wants to come out. What's going on with Dion's feelings for Jennifer? Nine spirits, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae. What's going on with Jennifer? What's going on with Dion's feelings for Jennifer? Ooh, there's some sexy times ahead, right? The Four of Pentacles is in the dark. So I feel like there's a little bit of fears, but sometimes fears is, expected when it comes to intimacy, right? With the Devil card here. I don't know if Dion's have been having more romantic type feelings towards you or desires. You have the Ten of Cups and Lights, a happy home, happy heart kind of energy, right? I feel the sense that both of your wants and desires are aligned and clearer now. I feel like there's some love, some connection going on there. I do feel like there's a weakness in Dion's energy. So I don't know if they're having stronger feelings, stronger connections, stronger desires. but still not having that ego, right? That boost of confidence that they're needing. Not quite sure if they're going to work on making some big changes because you have the death card here, so I feel that rebirth energy of like wanting to start over, wanting to make some big changes. I'm not quite sure what that is. Let's clarify. What is this energy with the death card here? Why is the death card in the light? Why is the death card in the light? I feel like when it comes to Dion, like really trust her instincts, really trust her intuition. The Wheel of Fortune, luck, timing, and destiny may be a little bit off. So I don't know if there's something that Dion is unwilling to let go of or denial about. That they know that they need to end, they know they need to let go of it, but they're still holding on to it anyways. Yeah, because I feel like they're stuck repeating old patterns that they really don't want to repeat. But that's what I got. Tammy, I love reading for Tammy. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Tammy a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Tammy a message? Excuse me. Oh, love, love. There is a Knight of Cups, so there is love, there is the romance, there's somebody that wants to take action towards you. But I'm not quite sure what all of this is. Yeah, the Five of Cups in the dark, the Eight of Swords, which is not a bad energy, right? The Five of Cups is kind of like letting go of the past. So I don't know if your heart is still in healing mode or what's going on with that. The Five of Cups is like, don't focus on what was, focus what could possibly be moving forward. The Eight of Swords as well is kind of like, releasing whatever could hold you back and have faith in what the future holds, right? Excuse me. The Eight of Swords too, I just feel like there's this energy of breaking free and like realizing your worth, realizing your value, and how you're gonna raise your standards on that. And I feel like this knight in shining armor is coming your way, right? I feel like they're following their heart. They're seeking romance and passion. I feel like they're going to be charming. You have the Queen of Swords in the dark. So I feel like it's a matter of, giving them a chance. Let them explain themselves or prove themselves before you turn them down, kind of thing. The King of Swords is in the dark too. So I don't know if you're both a little bit iffy about connecting together, but it seems to be, a good energy, right? I can see the two of you being this happy King of Swords and Queen of Swords here coming through, being confident with each other, eyeing each other. Um, that is what I got. Let's see, what is the love energy between Tammy and the Queen and the King? What's going on between Tammy and the King of Swords? The Star. Relax. Relax. You don't have to be all uptight here. You can relax. Find joy in the simple pleasures of just being together. Not just hang out, see how it goes. Your hope and optimism are a powerful love magnet for you right now. So the King of Swords, there's someone who is very mature, very serious, has high standards for themselves, very analytical, maybe overthinks a little bit, very, logical more than like fantasy type thing. So they may not be in the witchy thing, I don't know. The Queen of Swords, I feel like she is you, right? She wants someone who's honest, she wants to not play games, she has you have high standards for yourself too. And I feel like you're gonna realize your high standards when you're going through whatever this is to let go of, and have faith in the universe. It's guiding you in the right way. Be optimistic about it. But that's what I call it. Excuse me. Pure Heart. What does Pure Heart need to know in the next 7 days? Running spirits, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae. What does Pure Heart need to know in the next 7 days at their current job? What does Pure Heart need to know in the next 7 days for their current job? What does Pure Heart need to know for their next 7 days for their current job? I mean, like that old energy. I'm gonna try these ones. What does Pure Heart need to know for the next 7 days? What does Pure Heart need to know for the next 7 days in their current job? Ooh, you have the Strength card. So I feel like your current energy in your current job right now in the next 7 days is not a lot of confidence or a lot of strength or a lot of motivation in that direction. I just feel like there's this energy of, I don't know if there's some self doubt or feeling like there's some things that, it needs to be worked out, but it's kind of like outside your control. You have the Seven of Cups in the dark too, so I feel like there's this energy of you restoring your focus and being realistic with your goals and focus on what keeps you grounded at your job and what options are available towards you, even though you may not feel that they're available towards you. Maybe there's something you can do to advance yourself in that direction if that's what you want to do. Yeah, the Page of Wands in the dark. So yeah, I feel like there's a communication that wants to be had here with what options that could possibly be available for advancement in your job and talking to whoever this Page of Wands is, right? And I feel like opening this door of communication may release any creative blocks you may be having or any ideas that could be preventing you from moving forward since, the Strength card is a little weak there. Then you have the Three of Cups in the dark. So I feel like it's just a matter of figuring out how to work better with other people, your coworkers or your clients or whatever that is for you, and how you can help turn your Three of Cups more into the light. Because, Three of Cups in the dark is kind of like feeling left out or getting involved in some sort of drama or just feeling bored of with it all. But whatever you have, luck, time, and destiny, and the cycles are moving in your favor right now with the Wheel of Fortune here. So I feel like it's just a matter of looking for those opportunities, embrace the element of changes that are coming your way and seeing how it plays out for the next 7 days. So I feel like the next 7 days in your current job is about you boosting your ego, you focusing on opportunities for advancement and how you're going to improve yourself. That's what I got. Blue. What is the energy between Blue and this new guy, William, from Facebook Dating? Why do I feel such a pull towards him after only talking to him for 1 day? Is this connection safe to be trusted? Let's see for Blue. Is there any spirits, guides, ancestors, or fae that want to come and give Blue a message? What is the energy between Blue and William? What is the energy between Blue and William? You have the Page of Wands. So I feel like there was definitely some fiery sparks during that conversation between the two of you, right? The Page of Wands. I just feel like there was this flirty excitement coming through, feeling creative, feeling playful, feeling energetic with each other. There is the Six of Wands in the dark. So I don't know if there's this quiet recognition of each other. Maybe there was, words said between the words kind of thing that shined a little brighter, is having that quiet little, you know, energy between the two of you that was very playful. You have the Three of Cups in the dark. So I don't know if it's like you come from different backgrounds or you have different types of social circles or what's going on there, but I feel like the social aspect of things, like outside of Facebook, may be challenging for you though. There is the Queen of Cups, so I feel like it's a matter of treating this with kindness and compassion, taking it slow, don't rush into anything, don't get yourself into something that you feel like you can't get out of after. Making sure you know where the exit door is what I'm saying. For the Queen of Swords is in the light. I feel like it's a matter of you being very honest, very open with your thoughts, your feelings, your ideas. You know, kind of like don't bite your tongue. Just say what you gotta say. Be your genuine self. Don't try to, be someone you're not, kind of thing. I just feel like with the Queen of Swords too, it's just kind of like you focusing on being honest, direct, clear-minded. Don't beat around the bush around things. But that is what I got. Let's see. What is the love energy between William and Blue? What is the love energy between William and Blue? Friendship, right? There's nothing wrong with building a friendship and seeing where that friendship goes, right? Friendships usually turn into love relationships. When you fall in love head over heels right off the bat, it usually ends as fast as it started. It says this connection is based on friendship. It may never develop into romance, but it may. It doesn't mean that it won't. But just go with the flow without too many expectations. That's what I got. Yeah, I feel like are the same as you. Just trying to get to know each other. Slow and steady seems to be the way to go. Love. General reading for love. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? What does love need to know right now? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? I want to come and give love a message. What does love need to know right now? You have the Three of Cups in the dark. I feel like there's this energy of. I feel like there's energy. I don't know if it's a matter of feeling left out or worrying if there's any gossiping going around or what that is. Because I feel like there's some boredom coming through or. I don't know. Just kind of like feeling a little bit frustrated or annoyed and not quite sure which one it is. There is a strength card here in the light. So I feel like, boosting your ego a little bit, trusting your animal instincts a little bit more. I feel the sense of you having more courage, feeling, believe in yourself, believe that you can do what you do. I feel like you're stronger than you think you are. You also have the sun in the dark here. So I don't know if it's a matter of dwelling on opportunity that you missed or you could have had but didn't have or whatever that is for you. Kind of like focusing more on the positives, the Four of Pentacles here, focusing on what you do have control over, what you do have possession over, kind of thing. Focusing on building that long-term sense of stability with self-discipline and focus and dedication. Yeah, the Four of Swords in the dark as well. So I feel like there's this energy, with the fours here. Fours is like manifesting and um taking a breath, taking a breath, taking a breath, taking a minute to think things through and focusing on what you need to focus on. But the Four of Swords in the dark is kind of like, taking a rest before you're forced to take a rest with a burnout or, sometimes the universe just has a way of forcing you to take a break when you don't take one on your own. You have the Hermit card here. So again, I'm feeling that introspection, meditation. Look for the answers within of what your next moves are. How you're going to boost your ego. How you can take time for yourself and not dwell on past regrets, right? I feel like if you miss an opportunity, you miss something, whatever it wasn't meant for you to begin with, and you have to trust the universe that is pushing you in the right direction moving forward. But that's what I got. Kaylee! Let's see for Kaylee. What does Mama Moon have for Kaylee tonight? What does the full moon of Virgo have for Kaylee tonight with this lunar eclipse energy attached? What energy is being corrected, realigned, or cleansed? That's a good one to be realigned, right? All your dreams and desires. Let's see what needs to be released. What needs to be recalculated? What is becoming stronger or better? The Temperance. What messages does Mama Moon have for Kaylee? What does Kaylee need to know about Mama Moon? A new start is coming towards you. Isn't that wonderful? You have the Nine of Cups in the light. So I feel the sense of you aligning with your wants, your desires, your whatever that is for you, right? I just feel the sense of feeling satisfied, achieving your goals, getting that sense of recognition or praise. But I feel like that all comes with you taking care of yourself, readjusting your focus of what you want to focus on, and realigning those desires. For the Four of Cups in the dark, this is what needs to be released. So releasing any energy that could be holding you back. Don't be stuck in that funk kind of energy. It could be a matter of letting go of thoughts or ideas that are no longer serving you. If you've been thinking about it for too long, you haven't taken action, maybe it's time to let it go. Excuse me. For the Seven of Swords in the dark, I feel like there's this energy of just speaking your truth, just coming out and coming clean with whatever your strategic plans are. You don't have to keep it a secret anymore. You can just, say what it is. I just feel the sense of this idea or thought maybe coming out anyways. There is a Temperance in the dark, so this is what's going to become better or stronger for you. And I feel like it's just, improving your temperance and improving your patience. Patience is a virtue kind of thing. Improve what kind of balance you want to create for yourself, if it's your home life, work life, or if it's like balancing other things in your life that you want more balance with, right? I don't know. Because I just feel this sense of abundance and mindfulness, and your spirit guides guiding you in a positive light is trying to come through. Mother Moon says a dream can manifest and will work well, right? The Nine of Cups is backing that up. It says, forget about the past. That's kind of like, the Four of Cups here, Seven of Cups too. So time to make wishes and set your intentions. It also says, if you feel stagnant, remember you're starting a new cycle. So let go of the past and begin this new cycle. That's what I call it. Maria, hello. What does Maria need to know right now? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? What does Maria need to know right now? Ooh, you have the King of Pentacles in the dark. So I don't know if this is someone coming into your energy who's just being a butt cheek. I don't know if they're trying to borrow money off of you or making poor decisions that are influencing you or what's going on with that. But with the Page of Pentacles in the dark, I also feel like there's a lack of communication. Some of the lack of communication is what's going on here. But you do have the Wheel of Fortune and Light. So luck, timing, and destiny is on your side. I don't know if this is a good win-win situation or a good opportunity or what the challenges are here. King of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. I don't know if it's just having a scattered energy or not really having a clear focus of what the expectations are between the two of you or what's going on there. You have the Six of Cups. So if you don't know who this person is, maybe they're coming back from the past to want to reconnect with you. It seems like the timing is right now, if that is the case. Maybe before you had some, disagreements or something in the past. But it seems to be moving forward in a positive energy if this is someone returning. If not, maybe the two of you just share similar backgrounds from the past and may get the conversation started in a more positive light. You have the Six of Pentacles in the dark. So I feel like this is more of a one-sided thing. So making sure that you're getting the better end of the deal. Don't give more of yourself than what you need to, right? Make sure it's an equal balance or that you get the better end of the deal. With the Six of Pentacles in the dark, I just feel like there's this energy of shifting your mindset, making sure your mindset is in the right direction of where you want to headed with this person, because this person's energy is very strong. Making sure that you're making the right judgment call when you're dealing with them or making any decisions. I feel like this is more of like a work situation. It could be romantic, but it feels more businessy than like a lovey, if that makes any sense. I feel like there's going to be some decisions you make, but I also feel like there may be like a second chance with this energy that's trying to come through here. Yeah, I just feel like I don't know if there's any fears that's holding you back, or if there's guilt that's holding you back, or what's going on. Let's see. What is this energy that's trying to come through for Maria? What is this energy that's trying to come through for Maria? The Ten of Swords is in the dark. So yeah, like rising above, putting yourself in a better position, trusting your intuition, trusting your inner wisdom, your inner knowledge, right? Being able to stay calm through it all. Don't let this person get to you if that's what their end goal is. Focusing on yourself. Don't give in just because they want you to. You're rising above. You're revolving. You're, pulling yourself together and, doing better. That's what I thought. Mars! What does Mars need to know right now? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Mars a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Mars a message? Ooh, the Ace of Wands! There's sparks flying! I feel the spark of a new beginning of some sort trying to come through, right? I don't know if it's a new venture, new project, new something, new person, I don't know. But I feel like there's a fresh start or a fresh energy that's trying to come through. There's a Six of Swords. So yeah, just moving forward to something new, a new energy, a new phase, a new path. I don't know where this is leading you right now, but I feel like there's this energy of you emotionally distancing yourself from someone who doesn't deserve it, or something that's not worth your emotions to get all raveled up about it. And I feel like you've learned that and you're going to move past that, because I feel like there's this energy of transitioning into a better position or a better energy, and like escaping any BS is no longer, you're not going to deal with that anymore. You have the Two of Pentacles in the dark, so I feel like it's kind of like figuring out how you're going to organize this new path, how you're going to organize this new energy of moving forward and not looking back kind of thing. You have the Page of Wands in the dark, so I feel like there's this energy of, there may be some delays, there may be some creative ideas about how to get the spark going in the right direction. But I feel like overall you will have that confidence, you will have that clarity. You have the Ace of Pentacles as well. So I feel like this new plan, you have everything you need for it. You have the idea, you seem to have the finances for it with the Ace of Pentacles, or you will. I just feel like whatever this plan is, there may be some sort of unexpected opportunity that's coming your way, but I do feel like it does have potential, has growth, maybe even abundance. And I feel like you're going to get some communication about that. So I don't know if someone's going to call and offer you a job or what's going on with that. But the Page of Pentacles, good news, either about work, finances, whatever. But I feel like it's a matter of being realistic with your goals, being reliable, showing up when they want you to. Punctuality seems to be a strong energy that's coming through. See what else does Mars need to know about this energy? Seven of Wands. Stand guard, right? Stand firm on your position. Don't back down. Do what you gotta do. All right? I got that for you. Space Cowboy, hello. What does Space Cowboy need to know right now? What does Space Cowboy need to know right now? Are there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give the Space Cowboy a message? What does the Space Cowboy need to know right now? The Five of Cups. Somebody wants to make amends with you. What does he currently think of you? He wants to apologize towards you for something. I don't know what that is, but he definitely wants to apologize towards you. Armani? I don't know if that's a girl or a guy. Sorry, I don't mean to choose genders. It's a bad habit. What does Armani currently think about you? Wants to apologize towards you, right? The Five of Cups is here. I feel like they're processing some sort of past thing that maybe didn't sit well with them before, but now they have a sense of clarity for it, and I feel like they may want to admit that they're wrong or whatever was going on there. I don't know. You have the King of Wands, so I feel like they're feeling very passionate and very romantic towards you. Not quite sure what kind of relationship this is, but they have or want to take action towards you in one way or another. The King of Wands is in the dark, so whatever their big ego deal was, I feel like they're over it now. King of Swords, they may not be able to understand the situation better than they did before, but they're getting over it. The Four of Wands is in the dark too, so I feel like there's this energy of them being less, like more flexible, less uptight about something. The Seven of Cups is in the dark. They're not quite sure where this leads them moving forward, but I feel like they want to make the best decision possible moving forward, but they don't know what that is or how to take that first step. So overall, I feel like Armani feels very passionate towards you, wants to apologize towards you, or let you know that they've moved past any sort of conflict or disagreement or any negativity that was going on in the past. They've overcome that and they want to move on and they don't know how to move forward with it, even though they want to. That's what I got. Linda, hello. What does Linda need to know right now? Running Spirit, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, and their Fae. What does Linda need to know right now? What's coming towards Linda in love? What is coming towards Linda in love? Running Spirit, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, and their Fae. What's coming towards Linda in love? I feel like something's coming towards you, right? This Emperor here. He looks kind of cute. Oh man, I mean he holds a whole world in his hands, right? Is that a globe? The whole world with a baby bat. So maybe it's not a baby. I don't know. But bats mean prosperity, so he's rich, right? With all that gold. So that's a bonus. Maybe he just has a golden heart. I don't know. But for the Eight of Cups, I feel like it's a matter of you moving forward towards this person in love. Letting go of any past regrets. Like, I don't know, like he's too tall, he's too, I don't know, this, that, doesn't drive the right car. I don't know what the deal is, but it's kind of like letting go, move forward with, giving him a chance. For the Lovers is in the dark, I feel like you may have options. I don't know if you have a choice between him and someone else. Seems like you do have options, because I feel like you're going to be at a crossroads. That's why the Lovers is in the dark here. And like trying to figure out what is what, right? I feel like it's a matter of being open and honest, giving the person that you feel like doesn't deserve a chance to see what happens. Because I know it's going to be a difficult choice, but it seems to be something that wants to come through. I think it's not a matter of staying up all night worrying about it. Maybe spending all night talking to each other, getting to know each other. Slow and steady is always the way to go. The Hangman is in the light here, so I don't know if you're hanging around waiting for some sort of action, but I feel like whatever the options are, they're waiting for you to take that action. Let's see. What does this mean for Linda in love? What does this mean for Linda in love? The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, the Emperor, right? They're both fiery Aries energies. I don't know if this is an Aries or just another fire sign like a Leo or a Sagittarius. But the Emperor is very like that husband, father material type of person. Um I also feel like there's this energy of them, being stable, having a good job, being confident in themselves. The Knight of Wands too, even though it came out in the dark, it could be just a matter of confirming that this is an Aries energy, right? I don't know. Or it could be a Leo energy as well with the Knight of Wands. Could be both. But I feel like there's an energy of them wanting to take action in romance and passion, but they may not be really good with slowing down. They may be impulsive and wanting things to go a little bit faster. What else does Linda need to know about this Emperor? Six of Swords. Yeah, I feel like it's a matter of giving it a chance, Whatever ideas you have about them, I don't know. They seem to deserve a chance. I don't know. It's up to you, though, right? Yeah, a little bit of hesitant about moving forward. Let's see, what's their love energy? What's this person's love energy? Sacrifice. I feel like you know who this person is because you're hesitant with giving them a chance. Does love may come with sacrifices? Evaluate what you're willing to give up. I guess it's kind of backing up what the Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups is saying. I mean, if you don't want to sacrifice anything, I totally respect that too. That's what I got. Yvette, hello. Did ST feel I stood out amongst the contestants for his shows at audition? Let's see for Yvette. Right, spirit guides, angels, or fae. I want to come and give Yvette a message. Did ST feel that Yvette stood out amongst the contestants for his shows at audition? I feel like they did not think that you stood out amongst the contestants more than the other contestants for his shows. But that doesn't mean that he's not considering you, though. The Knight of Wands is in the dark. So I feel like they see that you are determined and that you're not going to give up easily. You have the Knight of Swords in a light. So I feel like they see you as being ambitious and focused and honest with your intentions, with being consistent. A contestant, I mean. For the Knight of Swords too, it's kind of like you could make bold moves and you can be persuasive, and I feel like you can be quick in your actions, and I feel like that is what they noticed. The Four of Wands is in the dark, so I feel like there's this energy of, just trying to figure out where you fit in the roles that they have, perhaps, because I feel like it's like, because I feel like they had some admiration of you, but, in a quiet, silent way, not overly expressive about it. For the High Priestess in the dark, I feel like they weren't feeling very connected towards you. Like, I don't know, some people, they go on a connection, they have a good feeling. They didn't really get that, but I feel like they see that you could possibly be a strategic idea, a strategic position for them. So I feel like, I don't know if they're just taking their time to contemplate on who they're going to choose or what. I feel like you did stand out more than the others, but it doesn't mean that they're not considering you, because I feel like there's a possibility that they are. Like, they see some ups and downs. But that's what I got. Miriam, hello. Current feelings of my partner for Miriam. Let's see. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come give Miriam a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Miriam a message? Cards got all mixed up. There we go. So how your partner is feeling about you is the Page of Wands. I feel like your partner feels like they expressed their feelings and emotions towards you with the Page of Wands. Maybe not feelings, but they feel like they express their desires towards you, right? I feel like they feel um I just feel like they feel like they have good communication. I feel like they're creative and playful, flirting in their energy, or they feel like they are. There's a Hermit. I feel like sometimes they get stuck in their head, and that's a little bit hard for them to get out of sometimes. You have the Eight of Swords too, so I don't know if your partner feels like they're a little bit restricted. on what they can do or what they can manage right now. Because with the Eight of Swords, I just feel like there's this energy of them feeling anxious or powerless about something. Maybe a little bit of fear of failure on something. They're not quite sure how to overcome right now. You have the Eight of Cups in the dark. So I feel like they're going to stick through it. They're not running away. They're not going anywhere. But they're not quite sure how to navigate the situation and how to improve it, it seems. With the Eight of Cups, I just feel like there's some unresolved issues that they're unsure what to do about it. Yeah. The Three of Pentacles, I feel like overall they feel like there's a good connection between the two of you with the Three of Pentacles here. I feel like you share the same goals, same values. I feel like you have a very meaningful relationship, or they feel like you do. But that's what I got. Let's see what is the love energy between Miriam and their partner. What is the feelings of Miriam and their partner? True love. So it says there's a deep and enduring connection going beyond superficial attraction. That seems good. That is what I got. Hi, Erin. How are you? Jasmine, hello. What's the next with my application process with SC and AV outcome next week? Let's see for Jasmine. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? What does Jasmine need to know about their application process with SC? What's next with their application process with AV? So for SC, you have the world, right? So I feel like there's going to be some completions of success with that, right? You have the death card, so I feel like there may be some changes that you'll have to adapt to. I feel like it's a matter of releasing any fears or second guessing yourselves, though. You know, like I feel like it's just a matter of trying to reduce that anxiety or worries and kind of go with the flow of it. The Page of Swords, I feel like there may be some delays with the communication to hear back from it, but overall, it seems positive with the World card there. What would be the outcome? What would be the outcome of SC? What would be the outcome of SC? The Three of Swords. So it's not really heartbreaking. It's more, letting something go, having learned from some sort of setback. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. But for AV, you have the Nine of Cups in the dark. I feel like there may be some empty fulfillments. I don't know if it's finding out the AV wasn't what you thought it was, or what's going on with that, or maybe they're offering you a position that's not really the one you applied to. I don't know. But you have the Fool, so it seems to be a brand new beginning, a brand new journey with AV. So that seems to be in a positive light. You have the Eight of Wands, where you may feel restricted. So I don't know if that's a means that they're going to accept your application and you'll be restricted with spending all your time with them. But what is the outcome with AV? What is the outcome with AV? The death card is in the dark. Both of them have death cards in the dark, so I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. Just curious. Why does SC and AV have the death card? King of Swords and the Devil in the Dark, I feel like isn't any better than the death card. It's not like an end. It's not like it's not happening. It's just that they're in the dark, so there's some resistance to the changes that may need to happen. There is a devil here, so I feel like you're going to release some sort of freedom, or release some sort of energy that's holding you back. So I know it's a matter of boosting your ego, being open and honest with them when they process your application and reach out towards you to figure out what's going on with that. That is what I got. Rara, hello. General love reading for Rara. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? What does Rara need to know in love? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? What does Rara need to know about love and romance and passion? You have the High Priestess in the dark. You have the High Priestess in the dark, so I feel like it's a matter of trusting your intuition a little bit more, right? Because I feel like there's some disconnection. I don't know if you're in a love relationship right now or not, because I feel like there's a disconnection, fearful of any secrets or dishonesty or what's going on with that. Because you have the Justice card here. I feel like whatever it is, giving the chance, it may play out fairly. For the Justice card in the light too, I feel like there's this energy of figuring out what your next moves are moving forward with love and romance. So I'm not quite sure if you're in a relationship and you're trying to figure out how to reconcile, because I feel like there's a reconciling energy trying to come through. The Death card, like, I don't know if I want to restart that energy. I don't know if I want this rebirth energy that's trying to come through. Yeah. I just feel like there's this energy too of kind of um resisting the changes that may need to happen with this. Ace of Pentacles. There could be also a new person a new person wanting to come through, but I feel like there's this focus on reconciling with someone, like having a restart with somebody. Because I feel like they want to apologize towards you, make amends with you with the Five of Wands in the dark. Um, yeah, I don't know if there's been some unresolved issues and they just need some closure for that you can move on to this new person. Because with the Ace of Pentacles, I feel like there's a new start, right? An unexpected opportunity to meet someone new. I just feel like it's something that you're manifesting for yourself. That has good expectations, good energy. Well, what is this new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles? What is this new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles? The Five of Pentacles. I told you there was romance coming your way. The Two of Cups. Love, romance, passion, that soulmate connection. You have the Five of Pentacles. So I don't know what the hard time is. I don't know if it's someone that wants to come back into your energy and try again and see what happens. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to have that start over. Or if it's the other way around, I don't know. I know roles can always be reversed. I feel like it'd work better this time just because you do have the Ace of Pentacles. You do have the Two of Cups. You do have Justice. Like, someone's going to take accountability for their actions. You know, it's going to be a slow, steady growth. You're going to start over with planting that seed and seeing where it goes. But that's what's coming through. Christine! Is Frankie ever going to talk to me again? For Frankie, is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Frankie a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Christine a message about Frankie? Is what I'm trying to say here. Thank you so much for your donation. Is Frankie ever going to talk to Christine again? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? Is Frankie ever going to talk to Christine again? You have the Eight of Wands and the Light. The Eight of Wands. I feel like there may be some quick, unexpected action coming from Frankie. So I feel like, yes, he will talk to you again. There may be a reason beyond anyone's ideas right now, because it may become quick, fast, unexpected, out of the blue kind of thing, where they do take or do make a move towards you, probably with opening up that door of communication. You have the Hangman here. It may be a little bit of a while before this quick action takes place. You may have to hang on a little bit longer, but it seems like Nine of Cups, just what the universe wants to happen. So it may be outside of Frankie's control if he wants to talk to you or not. The universe just say, hey, you have no choice here in the matter. The universe can be like that sometimes. For the Nine of Cups, I just feel the sense of your wants and desires being aligned and clearer than maybe they were before. Justice, Frankie taking accountability, or you. I'm not quite sure how this plays out, but I feel like there's going to be a fair play game here going on that may make things better. Because I feel like the cycle between the two of you has not completed. You both still need to learn some sort of lesson from each other so that you can move forward. So when they come back into your energy, it may not be like a forever thing. It may be just a conversation to close things up to finish off your cycle. I don't know. It could be a beginning of a new cycle as well. So let's see. What else does Christine need to know about this energy? What else does Christine need to know about this energy? The Six of Pentacles. That even give and take, right? The balance between the two of you. You still have to balance each other out. Eight of Cups. He can't run away. He's stuck. He's trapped. He can't move forward until he does what, So yeah, he has no choice. The universe is going to force him. Mama Moon is running after him. Oh, man. I don't know. Spiritual love. Let's see for spiritual love. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give spiritual love a message? What is the solution to this weird problem? How does spiritual love fix it? And why spiritual love spirit guide isn't offering any guidance on it? Let's see. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that wants to come and give spiritual love a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give spiritual love a message? What is the solution to spiritual love's problem? You have the Six of Cups in the dark. So I don't know if your problem has to do with anything from the past, or if it's bringing up the past, or how the past comes to play. But with the Six of Cups in the dark, I feel this energy of some sort of issue with clinging to comfort and not wanting to get outside of the comfort zone. Not sure if this is you or someone else that's in your energy or what's going on with that. You have the Hierophant here in the light. So I feel like there's this energy of figuring out who will help you, who will guide you, who are not your spirit guides. I feel like it's a matter of going back to your roots, going back to your traditions, your values, your beliefs, that sort of thing. And figuring out how you're going to figure out the solution by your roots seem to be really planted in this situation. Right? Six of Cups is in the dark, always represents the past or past life. Family roots, family connection. So does the Hierophant, and they're together. So I feel like it's a matter of asking for guidance from your family or someone who knows you well from your past. You have the Nine of Wands in the dark. So I feel like this action is going to be delayed until you figure out what it is that needs to be fixed before you can move forward with figuring out the weird problem. I'm not quite sure what your weird problem is, but it seems to be testing your beliefs or your values or your family connection, your blood connection, whatever that is. Before you see the light, right? With the Eight of Pentacles, with seeing that sense of clarity and seeing some success with resolving your problem solution kind of thing. The Eight of Wands in the dark. So things are moving slowly. I feel like there's been some delays or lack of progress, lack of movement, whatever that is that you need to overcome. What else does spiritual love need to know about this energy? What else does spiritual love need to know about this energy moving forward? Yeah, the Six of Wands. Sixes are about your spirit guides and your past energy. So I feel like your spirit guides are showing up, even though you may not realize it. They're showing up in a way to connect with your past. So I'm not quite sure what's up with that. You have the Three of Swords. Seems to be like some heart healing is needed, or maybe it's a matter of focusing on your heart chakra. Whatever that is for you, I feel this energy of, um, realizing some sort of painful truth that may be heartbreaking, maybe disappointing, but I feel like it's where your things are going to move towards. It also seems to be the Death card, so something seems to need to end, and for a new beginning to come through. The Six of Wands, getting that attention. I don't know if it's a matter of putting yourself out there or just getting that validation of what is needed. Or giving the validation. I don't know how that's playing out for you, but that is what I got. I don't know if I answered any of your questions or just gave you more questions, but that seems to be what your spirit guides are kind of indicating. Dwayne! Hello, Dwayne! Well, things get intense between Dwayne and Lisa eventually. Let's see for Dwayne. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Dwayne a message? Well, things get intimate between Dwayne and Lisa eventually. Two of Cups is in the dark, so it's not a strong energy there. I feel like if it does get intimate, it's just intimacy. It's not love. It's just sex for the sake of having sex to release any sort of tension, but not the heart's not in it, right? The Two of Cups in the dark. I feel like, it's a toxic cycle that seems to not want to break for some reason. Is what's coming through. There's the Four of Swords and a light too, so I feel like there's this energy of taking a rest from each other. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. You're talking now? Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're talking. Yeah, it seems to be like a repetitive cycle that keeps going. You talk, you don't talk, you talk, you don't talk. I feel like, the universe is not really on board with this. Hello, Floppy. You're showing everybody your butt again. What's with you showing everybody your butt this week? BC is sitting in your cards. But you do have the High Priestess here in the light, so I feel like it's a matter of you trusting your intuition. But what your next plans are, you do have the Devil. The Devil is always a sex card, right? That's why I think you're going to have sex. But it may not mean a lot, right? Because you've been through this cycle before. You have the Hierophant in the dark, so I feel like it's kind of like changing things up. Don't do what you normally do. Switch it up. If you're talking, don't go in the same patterns. Break the old patterns and start new patterns, Maybe it's a matter of treating Lisa like you've never been together before. Like she's a brand new person that you need to take on a date, pick up with flowers, take her somewhere. Don't hang out at her place or your place. I feel like it's like breaking the old habits, right? The Hierophant here. Don't do what you traditionally do. So I feel like if you want to make it work this time, it's starting square one. First day you met her. Hey, we're going on a date. I'm going to pick you up with flowers. Go on the date, drop her off at home. No hanky panky. It's a date. I don't know. Switch it up a little bit. Don't do what you normally do. See what happens. Yeah, that's what's going on. Yeah, change the game plan. Start fresh over like she's a brand new fresh meat kind of thing, right? Oh. No hanky panky on days, Moonbeam. I don't know. I'm not good at the whole dating thing either. Floppy, your butt is in my way. It's not time to play right now. For Ivy. Oh, theme reading for Ivy. What does Mama Moon have for Ivy tonight? What does Mama Moon have for Ivy tonight? Oh man, all the animals are here tonight. It's a full moon, right? All the animals are crazy. They're all coming now. The pug, for the kitties. Let's see for Ivy. You changed your question? Oh, what's your question, Ivy? Oh, I see it now. What are KV's thoughts and feelings and hopes for our connection? Let's see for Ivy. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Ivy a message? What are KV's thoughts and feelings and hopes? What are KV's thoughts, feelings, and hopes for their next connection? For Ivy, is there any other girls? Does KV have any other girls in mind? Does KV have other girls in mind? I feel like KV actually has other girls offering themselves to him, but I feel like he's not accepting the offers. You know, he doesn't want the attention. He's like, no. But I feel like he has some that are trying to get his attention, but he's like, yeah, I don't know. The Three of Pentacles is in the dark. So I feel like it's like whatever's going on between the two of you, you're not really on the same page. I don't know if you have different ideas or different plans or what's going on there. I don't know. But seems to be very sexually attracted towards you though. So I feel like that's a bonus. I don't know. But I don't know if that's all he wants though. I don't know if that is his wants and desires and intentions and everything rather than anything else. For the Four of Swords in the dark, I feel like there's this energy of I don't know. I just feel like that with the Four of Swords is just kind of in some sort of situation that they're not quite sure how to wiggle around, if that makes any sense. Then you have the Six of Cups and a light. So I feel like there's this energy of nostalgia. Like I feel like there's a playful, good energy between the two of you. Maybe even a past life between the two of you. I don't even know. Because I feel like there's a lot of positive energy with the Six of Cups, like making memories, that sort of thing. I'm not quite sure what the connection is between the two of you. I know you said, what are KV's thoughts, feelings, and hopes for what is our next connection? What about other girls? Yeah, I don't feel like there's any. I feel like there's other girls, but I feel like he's not interested because the Six of Wands is in the dark. What else can we get for KV's energy? What else can we get for KV's? What are KV's thoughts? I feel like he's thinking about some sort of situation he's in. I'm not quite sure what that is, if that's work or home life or what. I don't know if they're thinking about the situation of like their values and beliefs or however this plays out is not working, but at the same time they do have that attraction. Page of Swords. I feel like they really enjoy the communication between the two of you. Page of Swords, being honest with their thoughts, their ideas. The Five of Cups, I feel like they're holding back on their emotions. I don't know why, but they're holding back on their emotions. They're not being overly expressive with themselves. The Ace of Swords, they're thinking clearly. They're being optimistic. They're, honest, it seems. It is what I got. Lucky Pugs, what are you doing? Jenna. Let's see for Jenna. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? I want to come and give Jenna a message. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? I want to come and give Jenna a message. Can I get a time frame, season, energy of when Zach will ask me to be his official girlfriend? What's to come for us in 2026? Do people actually still ask to be an official girlfriend? Oh, yeah. I feel like I have to learn how to date all over again. Let's see. For Jenna, is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? Sorry, I have no filter. Whatever I think comes out. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Jenna a message? Will that ask Jenna to be an official girlfriend? It seems like yes, the 10 of Cups. Apparently that's a thing. What is the time frame season for Zach? Let's see. What is the love energy, the connection between Jenna and Zach? What is the love energy connection between Jenna and Zach? So you have the 10 of Cups and Light. So I feel like there's love, there's commitment. I feel like Zach feels committed towards you, right? The 10 of Cups is a love commitment. I feel like there's fulfillment there. Their total alignment, the mind, heart, and soul is in the right place with your connection. The Fool is in the dark, so they're not going to take any risk. You know, I feel like whatever their plans are is well calculated, or you know, maybe they're just going with the flow of wherever direction you want to go. I feel like they're following your lead. The Knight of Wands is in the dark, which is good. You want the Knight of Wands in the dark, because the Knight of Wands, they don't really like commitment, or they have trouble with commitment, where they're more of the Ten of Cups that are, you know, ready for that commitment. I feel like they may be non-traditional though, so I feel like they don't really go with the traditional norms of how things go. The Lovers is in the dark. So I don't know if this has to do with them being at a crossroads with how they're going to progress with their connection with you, or how you're going to progress with your connection towards them, right? They just feel like there's this energy of, for the Lovers, is kind of like being at a crossroads with trying to figure out what's what and being a little bit fearful of making the wrong choices. What does Jenna need to know about this energy? Will Zach ask Jenna to be his official girlfriend verbally? Knight of Wands, apparently, yes, he's romantic. He'll be romantic about it, it seems, you know. Take action. So romance, charming, warm heart energy. Trust your intuition. I feel like when the intuition is right, it's going to be right. Right? The Lovers, the Hierophant here. I don't really do timing, so let's just see. What is the energy around when Zach is going to ask Jenna to be the official girlfriend? Maybe at a party, after a party, it says after an important lesson. So maybe the two of you have an important lesson to learn first. Maybe you'll go to a party first, or maybe they'll ask you to be their girlfriend at a party. What is a love connection between the two of them? What's a love connection between the two of them? Nurturing and windows. It says a new adventure in love is coming soon, so get ready. So there's a new adventure coming towards you. With a Zach, it says nurture your relationship like blooming flowers and they'll flourish. So nurture their relationship, see how it goes. Don't be surprised if Zach just wants to connect with you, be with you without saying, "Hey Jenna, do you want to be my girlfriend?" I don't know. But that's what I got. I guess I'm done. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you all so much. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow for more free readings. Hope y'all had a great night. And yeah, I'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone. Good night.